Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we will discuss about rivers. What is river? A large channel of flowing water is called a river. And there are different stages of river. Mountain stage, plain stage and delta stage. In mountain stage, river is flowing very fast, and due to as it is flowing on the steep slopes, its speed is very speedy and it runs quickly over steep slopes and therefore very noisy, turbulent and erosive. The plain stage, when the river enters the plain, its velocity decreases and it no longer performs the action of deepening valley and it starts widening them instead. Now next is delta stage. In delta stage, the river is almost stagnant because of lack of gradient. Here it creates mud flats, creeks and swamps. Okay, what is the work of river? Basically, river performs two types of work. Erosional landforms are created by rivers and depositional landforms are also created by rivers. Let us discuss erosional landforms first of all. A river makes river valley, gorges and canyons and hanging valleys. A river valley, there are three processes of creating a river valley. First of all, valley deepening, valley broadening and valley lengthening. Gorges or canyons is a very small and narrow path of a river around in between the two mountains. And what is a hanging valley? Hanging valley is a waterfall basically. In the mountainous region, the river valley is steep and V-shaped due to down cutting. Over mountains, the running water also forms a small valley which hang over the main valley and called waterfall or hanging valley. Now, another work of river is depositional landforms. It creates depositional landforms because it deposits a lot of material and make different shapes on the face of earth. First of all, there are meander and point bar. Meander is a curving path of river. And what is a point bar? Inside the curve, the velocity of water is low, while outside the curve, the water velocity is higher. Due to the low velocity, a sandy point bar builds up on the inside of curve of the meander and it is called a point bar. Another thing is alluvial fan. In the areas where it's too much rain, there's no too much rain and streams are seasonal. So during the rain, these streams carry loose fine material like silt and clay and coarse materials like sand and gravel from the mountainous areas and deposit them in the foot of mountains in a fan-shaped feature called an alluvial fan. You can see over here a fan-shaped feature that is called an alluvial fan. Now, oxbow lake. Basically, meandering channel and oxbow lakes are interconnected because when a meandering river cuts, or you can say that the two curves of the river may come too closer that they join together and eventually the river breaks through a cutoff. This cutoff separates and called an oxbow lake. Floodplains. During floods, river carry sediments and overflows and deposit these sediments over the vast area outside the channel to form a fertile plain called the floodplain. Next is graded channel. The deposition of sand and gravel in the channel forms obstacles to the flow of water and diverts it towards small narrow channels. These interconnected channels form a depositional feature called braided channels. And the last is the delta. The majority of river finally flows into a lake or the sea. When a river does not find a slope, its water becomes almost stagnant. And in the standing water where a river deposits its sediment, a feature called the delta is formed. A delta is marked by the diverted channels called distributaries. Okay, this is